Let's go to Huey in Henderson, Texas. Huey?
Yes, sir.
Don't be long.
Glad to speak to you, Dennis. Really enjoy your show.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to make a statement about you were talking about the economy.
Yeah.
And Obama's got the EPA with the company I work for. He's got the EPA after us. I work for Energy Future Holdings. We have a mining company, and they're they threw Texas into the group of the other states, and we're looking at shutting our mines down at the first of the year. Probably going to lose, like 3,000 jobs.
Yeah, here's the madness, Huey. They go after mining because they deem mining to be bad. In the next breath, they tell you we got to go to electric cars. And you say to them, well, how do you think we get electricity in this country? You burn coal in plants. They're working at such cross purposes. There's not even unity in their madness. I mean, for God's sakes, at this point, if you're not going to have nuclear power because of what happened in Japan, if you're not going to have wind power, because guess what? Whenever they go to set up a wind farm somewhere, everybody, including the Kennedys, say that it's too invasive. If you're not going to burn coal because it's too dirty, if you don't want to use gasoline, for God's sakes, I don't want to live in Amish country. I'm touched that they like it and they think buttons are Satan. I don't want to go back to that. It is a minority position to think all these fuels are bad. I don't even know what it's down to now. I guess solar panels are the thing that they want, and they don't want wind power. Let's face facts. You've had a chance at wind power. Nobody wants it because the big turbines are too unsightly in their eyes. I happen to like them. I go to Greece, and when I go to Greece in the summer, I'm always enamored of the big wind turbines up on top of the mountains because it says change to me. Whatever made the ancient Greeks great, we've adapted now, and I like the fact that they're able to meld the Parthenon with a big propeller blade up on top of Mount Olympus. I don't find that to be off-putting, but I guess many people on the left do. What do you want over there? It's like you're in a relationship with a girlfriend who's nuts. That's what I feel like. They're nuts, and you just want to grab them and go, what do you want? Just tell me what you want, because I don't even think you know what you want, except you want the opposite of what the can-do people in the culture want. Get out of the tree. Come down here and talk to us. It's silly. We got to power this country. What in God's name do you want us to do to power it? I'd like to hook up some sort of turbine to your BS, but that technology doesn't exist now. In the interim, somebody, for God's sakes, give us something that's okay to turn the lights on so you can read your websites and whine about how bad everything is. It's getting maddening. We're reaching that crunch point, folks. That's what's happening here. We're starting to ratchet down. We've ratcheted down to the point where we're just head to head, like those two bull, those sheep in the commercial, the butt antlers. And we're butting antlers now. And I hope my side wins. I'll be honest with you. If their side wins, I got a country that wants to take more than 50% of somebody's wealth and give it to strangers who will probably botch it anyway. I got a country that wants to be not in the first position because that would involve powering itself, and it would seem to be they find they loathe all forms of powering it, save solar panels, for God's sakes, and that's not enough. They don't like cars. They want me to be on a bike. They don't like me making money. They think that it's unbecoming. They don't think that we should isolate the fact that radical Islam is the main problem in the world now. Now they're going to hold this guy in Norway over me for the next 10 years and tell me it's not, it's Christians, as if anybody really believes the problem with this world as far as terrorism goes is Christians. Even if it turns out the guy is a full-born Christian who thought he was answering the Christian call, and I don't think that's the case. I think it's a bastardized version, a crazed version of Christianity. But the simple fact is you hear some amazingly lucid people in the Islamic camp telling you that the precepts of their faith dictate that they, quote, croak the infidel. They're not out there foaming at the mouth. This is a cold reading of it. It's like watching that crazy old film about those guys sitting around figuring out what the final solution is with the Jews. All matter of fact, minutes being kept. Yeah, the guy was a Christian in his mind. He was a nut, and he took out some people. But if you don't think that radical Islam's the main problem with this world, you're asleep at the switch.